and I had shot at several others, and no idea whether I'd hit them or not. Adair is now on his own and in the open. At this stage, he's pretty shot up and fuel is running low. He needs to get back to base. Turning to the north and home, he's horrified to see 5 more Japanese planes. Outnumbered and without an altitude advantage, all Adair can do is turn and run. The stick trembles in Adair's hand as he guides his wounded P-40 to the south. Oh man. The Japanese planes catch up fast. Their tracers are streaking past Adair's cockpit in deadly arcs. He throws his P-40 into a last resort defensive maneuver, pulling hard on the controls until the plane shudders around him. The world becomes a blur of metal and sky as he twists and rises through the air, desperately trying to shake off his pursuers. Japanese fighters slash through his field of vision again and again, their guns spitting tracers and lead. Then, through all the chaos, he spots what could be salvation, albeit laced with danger. It's a thick bank of clouds with a massive rock formation jutting through its surface. Despite the extreme danger, Adair, outnumbered and shot up, weighs his options and dives towards the cover below. He manages somehow to get into the clouds. With skill and some luck, he misses the rock, and when he emerges on the other side, he heads back north into the clear skies. Bamboo 2, come in. O'Connor, do you copy? I circled a little bit, called into my flight, nobody around. So I thought I had, for the first time, lost all of my flight, and I was the only one left. I didn't feel too good about myself. A cold numbness spreads through him as he turns his battered fighter towards Nagahuli. He scans the horizon, searching for any sign of his missing friends. Through the haze, a familiar red-nosed P-40 appears. Adair is ecstatic to see. It's O'Connor limping across the sky. Adair flies up to survey O'Connor's crippled aircraft. His plane's belly tank is still attached, but the fuselage is peppered with punctures. A ragged hole gapes where a 20mm shell has torn through the canopy, and O'Connor slumps in the cockpit, blood soaking his flight suit. Through a red mist, O'Connor sees Adair's plane and sits up and gestures at his dead instruments. But there's no smoke coming from the engine, nor any fluid streaking the metal skin. They bank north towards Nagahuli, 2 survivors in an otherwise empty sky. The radio crackles and a weak voice breaks through the static. Bamboo leader, this is Bamboo 3. Do you read? It's Tom Rogers. He tells Adair that he's circling above Sadea in his P-40, too unsure of the state of his aircraft to attempt a landing alone. Adair looks across O'Connor's wounded plane, knowing the diversion is going to cost some precious fuel. But he can't leave a friend stranded, and the 2 Banshees set off towards Rogers. Banking towards Sadea, they spot Rogers' battered P-40, its wings and fuselage bearing the bullet holes that mark all 3 aircraft. As they draw closer, Adair's trained eye catches the telltale sag of Rogers' landing gear. Both of his tires are completely flat. Adair signals that he's going to lead them both into touchdown. With Oki in front as his airspeed indicator is still working, and Rogers behind as the flat tires will bring him to a quick halt. Guiding the 2 planes into a final approach, Adair pulls up at the last minute and circles above, and he is relieved to see both of his friends land safely. He then touches down himself. As the plane comes to a stop, Adair spots that Martinez is already down and unscathed. Rogers isn't injured either, but his plane took 123 bullet hits. Adair jumps out of his plane and runs towards O'Connor's broken P-40 to see him terribly hurt. He was pretty badly hurt. He didn't get back to flying again. As far as I know, he probably never did. He survived, but he died several years later from the wounds on his left side, where that cannon shell went off and took the canopy away. Despite O'Connor's injuries, 4 men flew out and 4 men flew home to tell the tale. That Adair is some pilot. Did you hear about the time when he turned upside down to make it home? Watch this film and find out.